Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this video I'm going to show you guys how to work over naturally curved nail beds, and then also this will be a full process video, so you guys will be able to watch me prep, apply my acrylic, drill, reshape, all of that. So first I'm going in with this diamond cuticle bit. I got this from Amazon, and all I did was search manicure bits. So it came with a pack of like 9 other ones. I'm just using this one to get underneath her skin to kind of push it up a little bit more. Usually when people have curved nail beds, their eponychium grows down a little bit further down. So you really just have to be gentle, because some people eponychium and cuticle area is way more sensitive. So that's why I use that bit to kind of lift up that extra skin off of her nail bed, so that way when I go in with my sanding band, I can properly go around it. So the tips I'm using today are the ones I've been using recently, which are the no-see curve coffin tips that I get from Tulip Nail Supply. The reason why I'm using these is because whenever you're working with curved nail beds, you want to apply straight tips on them. So normally I use the EC Basket tapered coffin tips, but those are naturally curved. So if I were to use those on her whole like nail bed would be super curvy, and you really don't want that unless they ask for it. So whenever you're working with curved nail beds, try to use straight tips. Now the only downfall with these tips, I have to use glue dryer spray in order for them to stick quicker. If not, I will be waiting for a long time. So whenever you see me go off camera, I'm actually spraying the nail tip with glue dryer spray, and then I'm putting the tip on their nail. Even though these tips claim to not have a C curve to them, I still feel like they kind of do. So I still go in with my straight edge nail clippers and clip just a little bit off the sides, just so I won't have to file for so long. Now you guys are going to be able to watch me shape. The reason why I never leave this part in is because sometimes you really can't see what I'm doing because my hands are literally blocking the way. But the only way I can describe what I do is for the no C curve coffin tips, I file underneath them like this. Only because with straight tips, well, no, not with straight tips, with C curve tips, it's more about getting rid of the curve that's from underneath. So that's why I normally file underneath for those. But for my regular tips, I always file directly on the side of them. So, and then also I just keep my file very straight. If you notice the way I file, I do it a little bit at a time and I stop and I look. A little bit at a time, I stop and I look. Only because you can always take away, but once you file too much, it's kind of hard to fix that. This was her first time coming to me, and her nail beds were super damaged and dented up. So when I turn to the side, you guys will be able to see. So notice how she has a lot of dents. But notice how her nail beds are curved, but her tips come straight out from her side walls. If you don't use tips that have that curve in it, like C-curve tips, it'll be very hard to reach her side walls. So I put my thin layer of clear on, super thin, because her nail bed is already curved. So whenever you're doing your acrylic application, try to limit the amount of product you put on her nail bed, simply because it's going to look higher than what it really is because how her natural nails curve. Whenever you do marble, less is more. So even though, anyway, even though I'm manipulating the product, you don't see me swiping hard on top of it. You don't see me like brushing the product off in a way. You literally see me moving the product where I would like for it to go, cleaning my sides frequently, and then just leaving it alone. Now I'm going in with my cover color, and this is Young Nails Cover Pink. The only thing when it comes to curved nail beds and ombre is that, one, you have to worry about the blend, but then you also can't put too much product on their nail bed. So at first I didn't know whether or not I wanted to do it in one bead, but I think I just decided on doing two. The last step in your acrylic application is to add your clear acrylic over your marble. It's mandatory that you do this because if not, whenever you go to foul, you will foul away your design. And the clear I'm using is Mia's Secret. I'm going to use my fine carbide bit to go over the surface of the nail as well as seal the cuticles. Normally I switch to a cuticle bit, but sometimes I really just don't feel like switching bits and I just go ahead and do it all in one bit. And also this process isn't long as well as the reshaping process. In this video it isn't long because my hair kept getting in the way, and as far as my camera setup, my phone is directly in front of me, and whenever I shape or whenever I'm drilling the surface of the nail, I like to get very close so I can see. So I had to cut these two clips short because my hair literally kept getting in the way. Now I'm going to show you guys the side profile of the nails. And she was picking at her hangnails, so just ignore that. But notice how they're not too thick and her tips come straight out from her sidewalls.